Outlaws.
We're looking for a killer.
I don't like cops.
We ain't the law, mister.
And don't you dare smile at anyone.
Will he kill the girl if he doesn't get me?
He will.
Yes.
Outlaws, sponsored by Mountain Grown.
One of its own, engaged in illegal activities like gambling.
Oh, this isn't gambling. I like to think of this as applied science.
How's the leg, Walter?
It'll do.
In New York City today.
Well, Holly, you should ask the horse how his teeth are biting into such springy meat.
Come on, cards in. Cards in.
Okay, what is it, winners?
Popular television evangelist Sister Rachel was attacked by an unidentified knife-wielding assailant. Her longtime chauffeur, George Parrish, was killed as he tried to protect her.
What in thunderation is a minister of the word doing with a chauffeur?
Are you in or out, Wilson?
I'm out.
Oh, God, when I got up this
Chauffeur.
morning, that I was going to raise $100,000 before we went off the air tonight. Are you going to make a liar out of me? Are you going to get me in trouble with God?
Shortly after the attack on Sister Rachel, this station's New York affiliate, WDBX, received a handwritten death threat from a person or persons claiming responsibility for the attack. On the message was drawn this symbol. Its meaning is unclear.
Boys, he's back. Crossing swords. Come here.
What?
Remember? Crossing swords, New Orleans. Look here.
Billy! Billy, get in here!
Look at this.
For the last 6 years, he leaves a wife and 2 children. Sister
him.
Rachel, who was
Crossing swords.
comment, rose to evangelical prominence in 1980 when her nationally syndicated television program premiered. Since that time, she has been among the most
John, what's going on?
We got a pack, Maggie. Business, personal. You got any police connections in New York City?
Listen, sister, You're a media star. And media stars have to expect things like this.
Not a media star, Lieutenant Ross. I'm just a simple woman spreading the word.
You get fan mail.
Yes, I get fan mail, so.
Rachel, love, can we see you on the couch?
Do people send you money? You write books. Promote them on your own TV show that's shown in most of the Western world.
In order to reach the greatest number of people, it's important for me.
The reasons are irrelevant. We're talking media stars. And media stars attract a lot of things, including maggots. There's no shortage of that product in this town. They're out there raping, robbing, murdering every day, every week, every year. And they outnumber the cops 50 to 1. We will do the best we can. But the simple fact of the matter is the city of New York does not have sufficient manpower to provide you with a 24-hour guard. Hire a couple of goons who...
What do you guys want? Can't you gentlemen see that we're trying to conduct a rehearsal here?
Sorry to come storming in on you like this, Sister Rachel, but we all felt that this just couldn't wait.
What couldn't wait?
Wolfson? This is Wolfson Lucas, man. We figured he was going to do the talking for us because he was a man of the cloth himself, kind of. Although he ain't been real busy at it lately.
In fact, we traveled all the way up here to offer you our services.
What are you guys? Have gun will travel or something?
You know, it's always easier to speak politely, especially when you're outnumbered 5 to 1, friend.
Fair enough. But why should Sister Rachel want your services? Seems like your friend Deputy Randall has quite a bit of credibility with Chief Swanson.
She's a very credible individual, mister.
Yeah, right. So, Chief says you got something on this psycho with a knife.
What we know is very simple. 6 months ago, down in New Orleans, there was a man, a murdering human outrage of him. Man that took the life of a TV preacher.
We were hired by the family to find the killer, and we did almost do that. But he was a very smart fella, and he was very lucky.
In the end, he slithered us, went off a bridge into the Mississippi. The authorities wrote it off, closed the case on us.
Yeah, they'll do that.
We'll hook them this time.
Oh, you can depend on it.
Not this year, I won't.
I hear Texas, is that right?
Why, yes, ma'am.
Is it true what they say about Texans?
Well, they say a lot of things about Texas, ma'am. What do you got in mind?
Only that when all else fails, you can rely on them.
I reckon that's us, ma'am.
My advice to you is forget these cowboys. Hire a couple of professionals.
The point is that if the New York police won't help me, it looks as if Texas will. But he used a knife to smash the glass. Oh, that's when I saw the tattoo on his arm. It was a cross and swords. Well, then the security guard came, he had a gun, and the man ran away.
The reason that fellow was limping was because back in New Orleans, I shot him in the calf.
Well, that makes it simple. Why don't you boys just go on out there and shoot anybody with a limp? Is that your plan?
Want to ease back, mister? We got Mr. Wolfson Lucas here to look after the sister. We'd like to look around your great big city. Like you to come along, if you're of a mind.
Well, I'm not of a mind.
And neither am I, Mr. Grail.
What? Excuse me, ma'am. Now, you listen. You're closer to this lady than any of us, spiritually speaking.
John, spiritually speaking, I'm about as close to this lady as jackass is to a thoroughbred.
And it is easy to see which one is called Wolfson Lucas.
Now, look, Mr. Pike, bad leg or not.
That's the reason that you should be the one who stays, Mr. Wolfson.
Right, absolutely.
Right, what? Absolutely what? Bad leg, that's what? Stands to reason. I'll tell you what stands to reason, John.
It's good to see you go along with us now, Wolfson.
What stands to reason? I've still got one good leg, and I... John, come here, come. Whoa.
Ma'am, Mr. Lucas would be more than proud to stay.
Lieutenant, are you coming with us?
What's the point?
Well, it ain't our policy to wait for the Comanches to attack.
Well, this is one Comanche. He's gonna be attacking your young butt in a minute.
It has something to do about it being part of your job.
My job has nothing to do with babysitting you hayseeds, brother.
Well, I wonder how your boss would feel about that kind of helpful attitude, Lieutenant.
Now, you see, mister, we're new to this territory, and we need a good guide. And it's not like this talk of babysitters. And Chief Deputy Swanson did say that You were the best man for the job. After you, mister. Excuse us, ma'am.
You ever think of going into politics?
Not since I give up a life of crime.
Ma'am?
You're in good hands, sister. Really appreciate what you
John,
do.
would you get out of here?
On my way.
Yes, I hear you. The one called Sister Rachel is a false prophet. And I shall wield the sword against her. For the sword is me, and I am thy tool. The sword is me, and she will die.
Calling in again, Ross?
Do you recognize it or not?
No, never saw it.
You're a liar.
Then why bother asking?
I was hoping for a miracle. Like you developed some character or something.
No chance. Now get out of my shop and take these crackers with you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I beg your pardon?
What?
We need your help, mister. You understand that?
Not your back talk, your help.
Get out of my shop.
What's going on here? What is this?
I don't like cops.
We ain't the law, mister. We're not the law per se, but we are private lawmen.
We're looking for a killer. It sure as sin you don't want to suffer for him. And as long as we don't find him, it's certain he's gonna kill again. And that fact makes us kind of short-tempered. Do you understand that?
Look, I'm just here getting this little...
Excuse us, miss. You just sit right here. This is only gonna take a minute.
We're looking for a man with a tattoo just like the one Lieutenant Ross showed you.
Listen, I didn't do that tattoo. I did another for the guy. Here, to cover his tracks. The guy had more tracks than the B&O Railroad.
What's he saying?
You know, we just don't get your drift, mister.
IV drug user. Pop's mainline. Injection, capiche? Smack shooter.
So whatever he injects into his arm is what gives him the tracks.
Yeah. Collapsed blood vessels. Where are you guys from anyway? Texas or the moon?
Well, all right. What does this fellow with the railroad tracks look like?
It's a white guy, former junkie, vain about his veins. I mean, I don't know. I only see the work I'm doing, not the bearer of same.
Thank you, mister.
Been a pleasure, miss.
Looks like we got something.
Got nothing.
What?
Tattoos that cover tracks ain't nothing new. You got any idea how many junkies there are in this town to use tattoos that cover tracks?
You don't even want to try, do you, Ross?
Now, hold it, Bill, hold it. John, you recall when we were in San Francisco? The place on the Barbary Coast?
Where them drug fanciers got together?
Opium parlors. Chinese call it the Cave of Dreams.
Yeah?
You know, that's what it was. That's an opium parlor.
My luck is running true to form. Like I'm hooked up with the James gang or something. Like you guys must have just stepped off a damn time machine.
Mister, we're just new in town is all. We need a little help. And you don't have to call in again so soon, now do you? I'll buy you one later.
Mr. Dealer. Numero uno supplier of junk this side of town. If our man's a user, the scum will know him. Forget it, he made us! He made us, I tell ya!
Great. It appears we gotta jump out and run the inside, John.
This way, boys. And don't you dare smile at anyone.
No. Oh, no.
Fool tried to stick us.
So I had to tap him one. Should have been there, Harlan.
Yeah, well, it ain't nothing compared to what John and I just seen.
In there? What?
You wouldn't want to know, son.
Come on. Come on up. That up, boy.
Oh. Bingo. Caught you with the goods.
Oh, come on, Ross. That's junk.
It's all junk. You're junk.
Oh, inferior quality, man. I'm telling you, that's nothing.
Enough to put you in the tombs again. Unless you sing a song we want to hear and sing it sweet.
What do you need? Oh, man, don't do that. Just tell me what you need. I'm cooperating. Come on.
User. White. Cross. 2 swords. Burning swords. Right forearm.
White guy, huh? Crossing 2 swords. Okay. Oh, man, come on, don't. All right, look. I've sold him, okay? I've seen the arm. I don't know, some kind of weirded-out religious freak or something like that, but I don't know his name. Oh, Ross, come on, man, I swear I do not know his name. Would you just wait a minute? Look, I know somebody who does, okay? Mackie Parks, he's a snitch, but he does not like you, man. He won't come out for you.
And with good reason. But he will come out for you, won't he? Call him. Tell him to meet you in the park, half hour. Pumping station. Where's the nearest phone?
My car?
Sister Rachel doesn't have time anymore to do this.
Oh, that's evident. She don't even write her own name.
The Sister Rachel Ministries, may I help you? Yes, we have every sermon Sister Rachel's given on the air available on cassette. You must call our toll-free 800 number to order. God bless.
Now, I think that we should take more of the stage when you get to the emotional bridge in the sermon. The audience loves it when you do that.
Really?
Oh, yes.
We've all heard the enemies of joy tell us that faith is obsolete, that God is dead, that there's no reason any longer to be good, that fear rules the world now, Lord knows I feel it's true sometimes. Lord knows there are times when I feel that faith and courage are too much to ask a human being in these times of upheaval. And I doubt, then. I'm lost in the darkness of my own human terror.
Rachel! Whoa, hold it, love. Sister Rachel never doubts. It's simply not in the script.
I know. I just felt it was the right thing to say. Because
he himself doubted. Because the night they came for him, to kill him, even he shook with fear. Father, if it be thy will.
Then let this cup pass from me.
Yes.
Rachel, love. Our format is 45 minutes, 29 seconds, less commercial breaks. The script is designed to fit inside those commercial breaks. Any deviation, and we're in the hole. Besides, this confessional kind of thing, it isn't really the right tone now, is it, love? It's a downer.
All right, Art. I understand.
Well, I don't.
Hiya, sister. God, what traffic, what a mess. Ready for our little photo session, huh? You look terrific. I mean, terrific.
You got it? Sure. Good stuff. Hadn't even been stepped on.
Hello, Mackie.
Afternoon, ma'am. I can't talk long, but if you just let me borrow your horse, I got some heroics that need performing.
Yeah, Hannah. Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I borrow your rope? Thank you. I'll have it right back to you.
Being with you guys ain't my idea of a good time.
No? Well, I just had me a hell of a good time.
Hit that firewater in the middle of the day or wear a body down, Lieutenant. And that's a fact.
What are you, McAdams, my mother?
Try a brother, Lieutenant.
If you feel we're interfering, mister, you're right.
But he only practices on people he likes, so.
Don't you get tired of busting me, Ross? You creep!
No bust this time. Information.
Looking for a man who's got a tattoo on his arm, looks like that. Right here.
Another one to cover up his other arm. Cover up his tracks. He was, or he still is, a smack shooter, mainliner.
Yeah. So what else is new? Okay, I'll give you a name. Joshua.
Place of residency will cost you.
You just keep both hands on that fella, will you? You gotta put in for Billy. Josh?
As soon as I get away from him, I shot right over here, man. I got a good 15 minutes on him.
You gave them an incorrect address.
Those old blown-out warehouses end of the block.
Why did you give them anything at all?
Why I what? Hell, man, it's like I told you. I mean, Ross is with those cowboys. You know, the ones he told me about in New Orleans. I mean, the ones almost did a number on you. So, I says to myself, Mackie, this is Joshua's chance to do a number on them. And I was right, wasn't I? I mean, that's what you're gonna do, right?
Why do me any favors at all, Mackie?
You're my friend, man, ain't ya? I mean, you've been good to me. You let me crash here, right? And you've taken care of me when I was sick, and you let me help out when you do your preaching, you know, stuff like that. Well, I want to help you some more. And I want to kill that nigger cop, that Ross.
You've already shot up what they paid you, haven't you?
Yeah. I am cooking, man. Cooking.
You should stop, Mackie. For good like me. Be clean, be pure, and invincible.
I will, Joshua, I promise. No, really, I'll quit. Soon.
Like hounds from hell, these men plague us. But today, we shall destroy them and be free to do his bidding. Do you understand, Mackie?
Yeah, they're gonna die, right?
That's enough. Yes. Good.
The classic ghetto environment, gentlemen. This was our playground. The hospital where I was born, 3 blocks that way, handles more crime-related injuries and deaths than all the boroughs in New York City put together. This place makes Hell's Kitchen look like a French cafe.
This is why you wanted to make the stop in the saloon on the way over?
Right. But Albert Ross, he clawed his way out of the garbage. Albert Ross showed the people down here that all you have to do is put your nose to the grindstone, fight.
Appears to me you came out of it all right.
Oh, yeah. Right. I got on the police department. I towed the line. I won citations for efficiency and valor. Never took a bribe. Never affected a damn thing. This never changes. This is still the same. When my wife left me and took the kids, I moved back down here. Kind of figured it was only right.
Coming back here? Couldn't be right.
Yeah, well, I have my pension soon, and that'll make it all right. In the meantime, I got my bottle. Being a good guide to you out-of-town gunfighters.
Well, now, that's real interesting, Lieutenant Ross, but we do have a killer to catch.
What's your problem, Mr. Lucas?
I really appreciate you and the others coming all this way to help out. But if you've got something on your chest, please get it off.
All right, both barrels. What's being a TV personality and all this finery have to do with having heard the call?
I work hard for it.
Oh, yes, ma'am, I've been witnessing that. But it's always been my experience that if you want to get a little closer to the Lord, you get a little lower to the ground, if you follow my meaning.
I follow your meaning, and I resent it. Who are you to pass judgment? Oh, that's right, you're a preacher, aren't you? A man of the cloth. I suppose you received the call through divine intervention.
In a manner of speaking. Yes, ma'am, I surely did.
Fascinating story, but I'm not in the mood to hear it. Just don't oversimplify a situation that you know nothing about.
How can I oversimplify it when it's so simple in the first place? It's about feelings, Rachel. Feelings. I felt it once, and I never forgot it. Never. Play?
I used to. I don't have time anymore.
Seems like you don't have time for a lot of things anymore. Why don't you, come on over, let me play you a song. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost. Whatever happened to the Sister Rachel that went to that wretched place and helped those little children? I'm sorry, Rachel. I'm just a big-mouthed fool that don't know when to shut up.
Those children died. And many more just like them. They died because we couldn't raise the money for supplies. And when we finally did, oh, God. Official corruption did the rest. Generals took the food to feed their troops. And the people in Camp 31, Archangel of the Serengeti, died. I made a vow then, Mr. Lucas, that I would gather some power unto myself to create an organization strong enough to deal with politics, greed, anything. But I was wrong. Because when I gained the money and the power,
I was afraid to give it up and go back to doing what you do best.
And what is that, Mr. Lucas?
People, Rachel, people. Not an electronic audience, but people. People in pain. People who are lost. People that you can reach out to and touch and weep with and save. And in the process, Rachel, in the process, save yourself.
Nada. Not a damn thing.
Same inside. Mackie must have fed us a bum scoop.
You know, I still don't always understand what you're saying, mister. But I don't like this.
Well, if this Joshua dude ever was here, he's not here now.
Well, Albert, looks like you're gonna have to see this through, pension or no pension.
What the hell are you talking about?
Bill, you feel what I feel?
Yep. Belly snapping case of the low-rolling fidgets.
Isaiah, this smells to high heaven.
It's not just the garbage.
Well, you mind telling me what the hell's going on here?
You ever see yourself a better place for an ambush, mister?
Like a man-made box canyon.
Come on, guys.
Hey, we've been bushwhacking before, mister. Hey, don't forget how that feels.
You might as well send them invitations.
Let's go. Right. Let's go. Ice. Billy and I'll get him back of him.
I'm gonna call for more men.
The sword is me, and I'm thy tool. The sword is me, and I'm thy tool. The sword is me, and I'm thy tool.
To get back to what I do best. There'll be hell to pay because of it. Trouble?
You know, Rachel, sometimes what I think is trouble maybe is a godsend in disguise.
Yes. I believe that now. Dear Wilson.
Hello, Wolf Lucas here. Who are you? Huh? Yeah. Right. Is that you, John?
Well, do we hear him?
I think so, don't you? We hear you. 30 minutes.
That's not enough time. I gotta call for more help on this. SWAT team, negotiators.
Negotiating ain't gonna change that boy's addled brain. He believes, and he's gonna go down believing.
You got enough people already, mister. Any more, and this fella's gonna snap.
Correct. We scouted the building. We know where he's holding the girl, so...
So what? He'd kill her before. And how come you never call me Lieutenant, Mr. Grail?
'Cause the only lieutenants I ever knew were in the cavalry and almost got me killed. He's here at Wilson, too. Good, let's go.
Who's here? Grail. Grail.
Yeah, he's an excitable fellow, that lieutenant, but I kind of like him.
Yeah, he's just seen too much pain too fast. Everything today is just too tight, too compressed. It's interesting, but a little morbid, maybe.
Lord, Isaiah, would you give your head a rest? Body can't make a simple observation without you carving.
Mr. Pike, you don't...
20 minutes! You hear me out there? 20 minutes left!
Ma'am, he's asking for you. He says he released the girl if you give yourself up to him. Now, I know it's mighty dangerous for you. Put yourself in his hands, but we've got a plan.
A humdinger. That's it. That does it. No more. A plan? A humdinger of a plan? Put her in his hands? Are you nuts? Are you out of your rabbit-sized brains?
Will he kill the girl if he doesn't get me, Lieutenant? Mr. Grail?
He will.
And there's no other choice, is there, Wilson?
There never is, Rachel.
That's unadulterated bull. It's my choice here. No one else's. I'm not gonna toss everything I've got out the window. The brass will eat me alive for this kind of thing.
I'm not putting myself in his hands. I'm putting myself in yours. Because I believe in you. Don't you think it's about time that you believed in something too? Like Albert Ross.
That's it.
Thank you. Ross! I want you to, Ross! Please, Joshua. Please.
You heard him, Ross. Come join this false prophet. Unarmed, or the girl dies.
Well, looks like I might retire sooner than I figured. Stay cool, cowboy.
You stay that way yourself, Albert.
Keep the faith.
That's it. Come on. Come on. Now, his word shall become reality.
His word is love. Not hatred and murder.
You are a false prophet.
Don't be stupid. If you kill us, you have no protection.
As long as you go with me, big man, it'll be worth it. Now, Joshua. Now, let's do it now.
Yes. Now.
You've been kicked by a dozen mules all at the same time.
Well, Lieutenant, I think this here bulletproof contraption works.
You know, under normal circumstances, I don't want to drink now. Bad. But I don't. I'm not even thirsty.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Amen.
I wish you'd reconsider me taking you to the airport, Wolfson.
Well, I appreciate it, Rachel, but I'm not much on this flying stuff, and I'd hate for you to see a grown man cry.
Africa and Texas are a long way away from one another.
That's the almighty truth.
There'd be an awful lot of work to do out there for everyone. Are you sure that you don't want to come along?
I'm not sure at all, Rachel. But I came a long way through hell, fire, and lightning to find my own true path, and... well, in here I feel like I found it.
The offer will always be open, Wolfson.
Goodbye to you, Sister Rachel. And God bless you.
Sister Rachel? Wolfson?
Brother Wolf, where would you like us to send your mail?
Oh, very funny, Mr. McAdams. I really love your New Orleans fine, high sense of humor. Ha ha. Now get out of here. You write me now, you hear?
Heal the wound and save the soul, sister.
Tomorrow on CBS Sports, there's NBA action when the Twin Towers lead the Houston Rockets against Dominique Wilkins and the Atlanta Hawks. Now stay tuned as Stockard Channing, Sam Waterston, and Linda Hunt star in a delightful Hallmark Hall of Fame presentation, The Room Upstairs. Next, following Sports Break.